Hi, famous 2009 big year for you, bro. The I Rap Now EP, huge waves, gets nominated for a Stylus Award, a Much Music Video Award, and a Juno Award. And now you're getting your feet wet into acting.
Yeah.
Tell me how that came about.
Well, last year was a real good year, you know. I was able to express my feelings and my thoughts through music, through the I Rap Now EP, and now with Goddess Girl. It's sort of like the same thing, except the emotion and character is really built on the big screen. You know, it kind of takes people into the life of the kid.
But is it easy though to go from rapper to actor?
Well, I think the transition was pretty easy considering there's no dialogue in the actual movie, so it's just more about emotion and expressions. And being an artist just in general, more than a rapper or an actor, being an artist, I have these feelings and I have these emotions, and it just so happens that putting them on the big screen was the next step.
Now, it's directed by A&R. Who's that?
It's actually Ashton and Rez. Ashton is my government name, and I think it was just another twist on it. You know, behind this whole rapper persona that I had, there is an actual individual. A lot of the stuff that you guys see is actually Ashton and Rez, but A&R is just the first initials of our name.
So wait a second, so you went from rapper to actor and then director, co-director?
I mean, yeah. It's something like I say, you know, I really have fun. It's about bringing my ideas to life. So I like expressing myself, and the first way I did it was through the I Rap Now EP, and now Goddess Girl is my way of expressing myself behind the camera and in front of the camera.
But it's such a great concept, you know, to promote it out. How did that whole concept come about?
Well, it was kind of funny because last year the I Rap Now EP, you know, it did a lot of things for me as far as my career goes, but the only problem was there was only 5 songs out. So I had to definitely put out more music for people to listen to, especially the way the whole web is right now. People want to hear more. So I was like, how could I get music out, but yet still have that creativity that people are used to seeing from a famous project? So we decided, you know, how about we release a short video for each song, kind of painting a picture, and when you add all 8 together, you then create Goddess Girl, the movie.
How important is it for you as an artist to, you know, come up with concepts to promote your music so that you're ahead of the curve?
Well, I mean, I take it as my job, you know, I kind of take this real serious, and it's just like any other job. There's millions of people who want to be in the rapper position. Like, just think about how many rappers you know, right? So you gotta always think like your competition is pretty heavy and there's always somebody trying to take your job. So, but I think the way that the whole industry is right now, you know, people want to see a lot. You know, nobody wants to wait, and a lot of people don't want to be explained stuff, they just want to see it. And the whole nature of the web and blog sites and all that stuff, it's kind of like when you put out videos like this, it's a viral campaign. So it kind of gets on the web, and you know, it has people start talking, and creates this buzz, which is great for the project.
So we talked about the visuals, obviously. Tell me about the music behind Goddess Girl.
Well, the music, you know, as far as the I Rap Now EP went, I was able to really get my message across of the kid turned famous. You know, it was 5 tracks that really brought you into my life. And, you know, I think what a lot of artists don't do these days is really take people into their world. So that's what I did with the I Rap Now EP. But as far as Goddess Girl goes, it was more about just different looks, you know, showing them the different sides to famous. I had never put out a girl track or a real conscious track or, you know, a club banger, you know, one of those jiggy tracks. So it was a way of expressing myself as the individual, you know, through these 8 tracks and putting a visual to it.
Hang, you wrote the music as a concept, the entire?
No, well, actually the music was written first. It was just a process of listening to the music and think, okay, how do we create a story that like
fits this music? That's so crazy.
Yeah, it was a crazy ride too.
Now that it's done and you see it, how do you feel?
It feels good. I mean, anytime I'm done anything, once this interview's done, I'm gonna feel good because I just want to see, and I don't mean that in that way, I just want to see how it's gonna turn out. You know, it's different, everybody looking at this stuff. Like a lot of the videos that I put out last year, and after you see this movie and this poster, you know that you don't see the work that went into this poster. So when I look at it, you know, I feel good looking at it, but it's kind of like, what's next? You know, I'm already thinking about next. I'm working on the next project as we're talking about this project, you know? So I'm always trying to stay ahead of the game.
It's just part of the day.
It's just part of the day.
Tell me about the producers, Burd Keyz.
Burd Keyz is kind of a strange story, you know, and I think Real Recognize Real is one of those instances where I was on Hip Hop Canada just checking a thread from Battle of the Beatmakers, and Burd Keyz well, I didn't know who they were at that time, but I heard this beat and it was bumping. You know, so it was a video of the actual contest. So I hit up the YouTube video to see who posted it, and I messaged them, and they hit me back on Facebook. You know, we went back and forth, got their address, went over to the studio that same day and picked up 12 beats.
Just like that?
Boom. Like, I didn't know them 24 hours ago, but I really liked what I heard. And it's kind of funny because what they were telling me was that they actually lost that battle. And they were so confident in their beats and wanted to get that exposure that they actually dropped $100 just so they could play that extra beat, which was the one that got recorded and posted on YouTube. So it's kind of crazy. And, you know, I just think Real recognize Real, and this is definitely the start of a great relationship. You know, Burd Keyz, what more can I say? Remember the name.
That's such a grassroots way of going about doing it. So how important is doing things grassroots for you?
Well, I think Toronto has a lot of talented people. You know, I think everybody who's on Team Famous, a lot of the people that you're gonna see in the actual movie, you know, they're all Toronto natives, and, you know, they're very talented people. And I think we got the greatest artists in this place. So why go anywhere else? You know, I got the means to make a lot of things happen over here. Over a few years, I've built a lot of connects. You know, my network is rather strong. So it's just about, everybody has the same goal. Everybody's just a kid trying to make it. And at the end of the day, if I could bring a lot of these people who trusted me and believed in me before all of this, you know, it's just a great feeling.